Okay, not sure. Can you hear me okay? Oh great, this is good. Thank you. So there were like so many questions here. I'll try to see. Hey TJ, thanks. I heard you're saying you can see me, so hear you too. Thanks. Volcano time lapse. So can you all hear me and see me? I'm asking a question here. So TJ says, I would be interested in hearing any details personally. Definitely. I've been doing this third night, like 3 nights in a row. So I wanted to make sure I don't need to type and respond to your question. Oh, thank you. Hey guys, let me know when the motor noise stops. I heard there is a humming noise in the background. If it does stop, let me know. still sounds like a fan. There is still noise. So can you see the moons from Toronto? Answer is yes. Yeah, you should be able to see. Can you see it from Toronto? Yes. I mean, right now, what time is it over there? Let me know if the background sound stops. There is no more noise. Thank you. Thanks, May. Oh, noise just stopped. Thank you. Oh, 10:30 in Toronto. Yeah, I mean, you should be able to see it. Thank you. If you look towards east, I'll show you on the screen in a second. So if you look towards east, you should be able to see like a bright star that is going to be Jupiter. If you see a bright star on the east side, you should be able to see, like, you don't need to use telescopes, you don't need to use binoculars. If you just wanted to see it, it is there. It's very bright and extremely beautiful. But if you use like a telescope, you should be able to see, or binoculars for that matter, you can get closer to the Jupiter, and there are two moons that are very, very close to the Jupiter, right? The Io and the Europa, like both of them, these are moving. So let me stop. So you should be able to see those two moons now. And when I am showing you that in the picture, live view, they are kind of inverted a little bit, right? So you are seeing it. think I opened accidentally. Like one more screen. Hold on. Try focusing it. Yes. So what you're seeing right now is the telescope is pointing towards east. Right now you can see it. And this is a mount control software. So this is called Green Sky. It's relatively unknown to a lot of people. Most of them actually like don't use this software. This is there in one of the Yahoo groups, and friends of mine suggested to download this. So this is very good to control the mount. So it actually gives you like a 3D view of the telescope. So this is like a simulator. So I wanted to bring this down a little bit so I can center it. So if you wanted to see, this is the full screen that I'm showing, and I'm trying to reduce the exposure down a little bit. Oh, it's cloudy in South Texas. Yeah, telescope. There is a small telescope. I'm actually going to do a video on it. It's from Celestron. It's looking pretty good. I will post a video pretty soon on that one. It's very affordable telescope, but it does not have all the new features. Oh, thanks. Thank you. So if you can see, let me put it back here for a second. So if you're wanting to watch the planets, like more frames is better, right? So right now, I believe if I can show you guys quickly. So we are running roughly like 27 frames per second. And if I reduce this to a bit lower, it increases the frame rate. So right now the screen gets a bit smaller, but you should be able to see it. So generally, I leave the for the planets. I'm going to keep like 800 by 600 resolution. So you don't need the full frame camera or anything. Like small cameras will do. Oh, try to focus. Somebody is saying, go viral. He's saying try focus. Um, it's in focus. It's in perfect focus, but we can definitely try. There is nothing wrong in trying. It won't improve a lot. Right now, Jupiter is like way below, still close to the. Is it visible in Texas right now? Um, Wilt Z is asking, yes, it is. I'm in Texas. I'm in southwest Austin. Southwest Austin. The name of the town is called Dripping Springs, and it's on the Bortle scale. It is like 4. Like 0 is like exceptionally dark. 10 is or 9 is like New York, right? It's like bright city. So I'm like on the level 4, Bortle scale 4. Not too bad. You can see the planets 2 bands right now. Yep, correct. So I'm actually doing the focus. The name of the focuser is Optic Leo focuser. Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you, Juju. Oh, the shot is blurry. It gets actually better overnight um, as it as the Jupiter rises a little bit. It is going to control, you know, more towards the horizon as the sky, as the Jupiter is so close to the Earth, I mean the horizon. It's pretty uh, much diffraction with the atmosphere, but as it rises up, you don't see that much of a atmospheric dispersion. So you should see. Oh, the great red spot is on the other side, so it is going to show up a little bit later in the day or a little bit later in the night. I'm checking if the focus is going to make it any better. We can only do so much with the focus, right? Um, the weather has to improve overnight. So we are watching live Jupiter from Texas. If someone is joining new, this is live Jupiter, folks. This is Jupiter live. We are seeing it live from Texas. Let me know if you can see it. Yeah, this is like once in 59 years. It is very close. It came in very close. Close is actually relative terms. It's still quite far from us. It's like 367 million miles from Earth. But that's actually we consider as close. This is so cool. I could not see when I went outside. Amiya, you are saying, Amiya, where are you from? I can't see it in California. Well, it's 7:47 in California, so it's like 2 hours behind, right? So I guess you may need to wait for like an hour or so before it rises from the east. You should see it. So as the sun is going to set on the west side, you will see the Jupiter rising on the east. So that's why it is called opposition. So Jupiter goes to opposition means it is quite opposite to the sun. So sun sets in the west and Jupiter rises in the east. Like the sun rises in the morning, it rises in the night time. So if you turn east, you should see Jupiter coming up, I guess anywhere between like 7 to 9, depends on where you are. Oh, Conrad is asking, are you using any Barlow lens today? No, I'm actually, this is straight C14. The focal length for this telescope, you guys wanted to see the telescope? I'll show it to you. So I installed this BlueStacks on my machine, so it actually shows me the live view of. So this is basically my, I don't know if you can see it. So you guys are watching the C14 telescope live, and this one does not, like I didn't put any Barlow or any teleview in the back. It's pointing east. So telescope observatory, it's in my backyard. So this is pointing north on this side. If you can see my mouse, and on where the telescope is looking at, it's east. So if you turn east, roughly a bit higher from the horizon, you should be able to see the bright star that is Jupiter. Oh, Angela, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's actually much better than last 2 nights. Last 2 nights we were close to like 11, I guess, 11 p.m. It wasn't this bright. Tonight it's actually getting a lot more clear. Oh, Meera Joshi saying thank you. Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, it's a beautiful view. Weather is uh, stable, so you can actually see it better now. Oh, BG is saying very nice setup. Thank you. Yeah, it is. Um, I've been in this, doing this for some time now, like 4 years, last 4 years or 5 years, very seriously. Actually, 4 years more than five. But last 2 years, I was thinking to make the setup more stable. Oh, Conrad Sanders is asking, what's the focal length? Well, the focal length for this telescope is 3910, 3910, 3910, which is kind of um, like the f10 focus. It's like 14 inches diameter, right? So it's like 383 millimeters diameter. So if you take the focal length, that is 3810, divide that by the diameter, which is the 383, that's like 10 times, right? That's why they call it f10. So this is running, the telescope is running at f10. So if you put a reducer, like serious reducer, then you still have like, basically your focal length reduces a lot, then you can increase the speed of the telescope. So the other telescope that you saw in the observatory is RASA 11, it is f2. Wait for a couple of hours or maybe at least an hour. Um, if you see my last 2 night streams, I'm betting uh, it will be a lot more better tonight because I'm guessing the seeing is much better than last 2 nights. Idaho Snoopy is saying hello. Yeah, you should be able to see it. Grandmaster BBC is asking how long before the red spot, the great red spot is going to come. So actually, let me see. I can show you when it is going to come. So right now, I'm going to push the date, time. So we are not seeing any red spot yet. So
So if I push that to like an hour from now, not there yet. So we just passed it. So the way I see it, we'll be seeing it pretty late. I don't want to upset you guys, but if you wanted to wait for the great red spot to come, it won't be until almost like early in the morning. So if you do wanted to see the great red spot, it was visible yesterday on my videos, both live streams yesterday and last night and the night before you can see it. But unfortunately tonight, I'm pushing the time until 4 in the morning. Like my time right now, it is like 10 o'clock. Yeah, you should not be able to see it. So for tonight, I don't want to upset you, but you may not be able to see because we just passed the great red spot. It's on the other side of the Jupiter now. By the time it comes back, it will take at least 3 hours or 4 hours minimum. Oh, can I see the telescope you're using? Um, the telescope, yeah, let me try to open that up again. So this is the telescope that I was using. It is C14. And the one with the cloth on it, like the cover for the dust, it is in my backyard, the telescope. Um, I'm in Texas, Austin, Texas, northwest, actually southwest Austin, Texas. Um, Ken is asking, do you know I guess, the significance of great red spot? Well, what I read is that giant red spot, almost like bigger than the moon, or bigger than actually even the Earth. Um, it's a like a storm on the face of Jupiter. It's been going on for hundreds of years. It's a hundreds of years long storm on the face of Jupiter. Jupiter is a gas giant, so there isn't any like a hard surface that is stopping it. So the storm is still going on. It's like almost like a wind tunnel. What is the best time to look at Jupiter? Um, I guess I can't say your name. It's uh, I would say a bit late in the night would be a good time, around 11 o'clock. somewhere between 11, 10 to 11, at least. That way the Jupiter rises up a little bit more, at least for the next 2 weeks. And you should see, like, no obstruction, no trees, no buildings, right? It comes up a little bit like 10 or 11 or even post 11. You should have a good view of Jupiter. Um, if you are using like a telescope or a binoculars, um, it's going to show you those bands, like the bands of Jupiter you can see. But even if you wanted to use a filter, it is a lot better. It doesn't matter what filter it is. Even a cheap or like a red filter is good enough. But the technically, if you are asking what's the best filter out there to actually see the contrast, there are dedicated planetary filters available in the market. But you can buy, we call it IR UV filter, the infrared ultraviolet rays cut filter. It actually takes that out, show you extremely beautiful contrast when you take a picture or when you're watching it. But there are better planetary filters for viewing than IR UV cut filter. So if you put those filters on, you should see it better. Since the Jupiter is so bright in the eyepiece, dedicated planetary filters are good. They actually kind of give you that sunglasses kind of effect, and it will show you the Jupiter bands a lot more clear if you are watching. Hector is asking, there are 3 moons. Can you show them, please? Definitely. So I got to turn my screen to the. It's very stable, guys, right now. I'll try to zoom into the moons so you should be able to see it. Let me move it up a little. Let me adjust a little bit and see if. I hope you can see the moons very clearly, and that's pretty much what we can do If you wanted me to zoom into the moons, I should be able to. It's not a whole lot of details you can see, but I will try. I mean, with our limited telescopes, this is the best we can do. You don't see a whole lot of details on the moon surface. Those, that's pretty much the details, like the two moons there. I believe that is Io and Europa, and the last moon is somewhere stuck in the here. So that one is what was that moon there? It's the Ganymede. You should be able to see that one too over there. And those are the three moons, folks. Oh, I can see the moons on your feed. Thank you. Yeah, I love the moons. Um, if you're asking me, when I saw the moons for the very first time, I was extremely surprised. I actually never saw like planet moons. Like we saw the moon from Earth, but I didn't know that you can actually see the like the moons of Jupiter, right? Will Jupiter be visible all week or only today? It's visible for the next, I guess, couple of months because it is going to maybe at least a month. It is going to move all the way from east to the west in the night. So nighttime, you should see Jupiter for the next month or so. But reason why we are all excited is Jupiter is showing a lot more details because it's so close to us. Oh, Hector is saying thank you from the west coast, Puerto Rico. Yes, you guys should be able to see it very well. So if it looks like a bright star, how do you know which star you are looking at? Luckily, there isn't any bright star out there in the sky more than Jupiter. So the brightest star on the east side in the night time, when you look east side, if you are looking at it, there is nothing to miss. This is the brightest one out there. It's very much visible. I don't know where you are from, but like generally, even in the cities, you should be able to see without any trouble. Right, I'm going down back to the previous view. Weather is like extremely stable today. It's better than last couple of nights. It's beautiful details. I can zoom in for you guys more. That's amazing details. I, I'm in Toronto. Yeah, you should have pretty good views from Toronto. Yes. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. Let me start the guiding first, and then I'll put a poll out there. So get ready for a question. Yeah, it's not visible much. Will you broadcast every day? Not really. I mean, if there is a live event, if there is something good going on, I should be able to broadcast it. Anything astronomical event going on, I can live cast those events, but otherwise I take pictures. I'm into astrophotography, so I take, I guess, beautiful space pictures. Oh, Angela, thank you so much. Sweet dreams. I'm asking how many moons Jupiter got. Um, More than 50? It's like an yes or no question, so should be fairly easy answer. Let's see. Toronto is all cloudy skies, unfortunately. Mr. KK, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's been cloudy for most of us. We've been dealing with that quite a lot here as well. So tonight I'm not guiding folks. So basically I'll be adjusting the planet as it goes by. This is the best birthday gift. TJ, happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you for coming to the channel. No, I usually don't show up myself on the video and audio because, oh, 80th birthday. Congratulations. Thank you. 80 is the number of moons. We'll see what people say. Um, so, yeah, usually I don't come up on the video because it actually makes me tiring, like to control the monitor, screens, telescope, and talk at the same time. It's not easy. So thank you so much. Yeah. Right. So TJ, happy birthday. Let's see how many votes people are saying. Actually, I'm surprised about the response that I'm getting for the question. How many moons? Is it like more than 50? You'll be surprised with the answer. So Kimberly Bailey is asking, when can you see the Jupiter? Kim, where are you from? If I may ask, you should be able to see it now, but I don't know which country you are from. Oh, Robert, appreciate the kind words. Um, I try. Sometimes we fail, right? And sometimes we succeed. So this is one of those nights. It's working out from everything. Oh, you are in Oregon. Okay, yeah, you should be able to see it pretty soon. If it's West Coast time, I believe, right? So we are here in Texas. We are in Central Time. So you should be able to see. You can see it in Oregon. Yes, Cart. Yeah, you are right. I can see it from North Dakota. Yeah. What about in Texas? Teeth. I'm from Texas. I'm actually live telecasting. Sure, Kim. Anytime. Hey Tam, thanks so much. Didn't hear you from in a while. How is the weather in UK? Oh, Giovanni is asking, how about in Jamaica? What time is in Jamaica right now? It's like south, right? It's on the other side of the world. Isn't it like morning time? Oh, 10:18 in the morning? Yeah, this is the best we can get. Oh, 10:18 p.m. You should be able to see it, Giovanni. If it is 10:18 p.m. I mean, if you look towards east, like as all other folks are saying here, it's the only bright star right now in the night sky. That thing is so bright, even like 7 in the morning, you should be able to see it. Yeah, the weather is not cooperating to us. It's not, the atmosphere is not stable, so sometimes kind of wobbles around and yeah, that's the focus that we have currently right now. Neeraj is saying, Neeraj Shrestha, my view looks like. What are you using to view, Neeraj? Oh, H4, it won't give focus. It is focused, but that's the weather, like the atmospheric dispersion. That's what we call. Um, Over a period of time, like maybe in an hour or so, as it rises further up, it gets very stable. We were doing it last night, the night before. As it goes more into the night, it gets picture perfect. We were so surprised how beautiful it gets. Oh, you're from Alberta. Cyanide parrot. That's a cool name. Um, you have your dad's binos, so you should be able to see it from Canada. No issues at all. Yeah, even though they are old, binoculars, definitely bino will help better than seeing with the own eyes. So, I mean, it's bright, so you don't miss it. But if you want to see a little bit of bands, like on the Jupiter, like, or maybe the moons, that would be the best. TJ is asking, how long will I be on tonight? I don't know. Like, I'm trying to see if the picture gets any better. So, if the seeing improves, I think that gives us better satisfaction. Like, we showed a best live stream. That's what I was waiting for. I don't know, you guys, like, you see that very clearly now. All that blue, I guess these are all the clouds and gas on Jupiter, but now it starts showing up. Oh, cluster of white Christmas lights. Yeah, no, that's, if the binos are not collimated, TJ, like they do need collimation. Uh, yeah, you don't get a good view sometimes. If they're out of collimation, yeah, you will see nothing. Is Jupiter visible on the west side of Canada yet? It's west side of Canada. What time is it? Is it like Pacific time, right? 8 o'clock? 8:24? Scott is saying you are seeing better than Galileo did. Yes, absolutely. We are blessed. If they come back to life and if they see what they are seeing, what we are seeing, I think they will have a heart attack. They must be spending all their life just to. I zoomed in quite a lot. If I zoom out a little bit, you should see it a little bit more stable, but I wanted to give you guys a good view of Jupiter. So cyanide. So eyelashes, actually there is a, there are now lot of eyepieces. They do come with, like glass friendly, eyelashes friendly glasses. I mean, so you should be able to have eyelashes, but still you can make a good view out of it. I believe they are expensive. I have like one pair of binoculars. Actually, I had two. One I gave it to um, like someone who is more interested in astronomy. Um, so I'm talking about my nephew. So basically, he wanted to see all this stuff. So I gave one binos to him. I do have one that I was using. Um, they are Bushnell optics. I think they are pretty old, but they are very good collimation. Bought it from a used market. It's pretty good actually. Andrea is saying I can kind of see it spin, I think. Um, it's not, you don't see the spin with your own eyes, but if you kind of look at it for a while, like maybe 20 minutes or so, and if you know like where some of these cloud bands are, you should make out that they move from right to the left. So they keep, the Jupiter is going to rotate in the direction that I'm showing you right now. It moves from right to left. Yeah, Mike Morris is asking, did you say 14 inches mirror? Yes, it's a 14 inches, it's the SCT, like the, actually they call it C14 Edge HD. Um, it's a pretty good telescope. Celestron 14-inch Edge HD. That's the name of. Hey Tam, thank you for coming by, stopping by. Thank you. Yeah, I missed the NASA's DART mission, so I watched the replay. So here is the fun fact. I was asking how many moons to the Jupiter. I'm actually surprised to see a lot of people are saying actually less than 50 as well. Yeah, there are so many moons to Jupiter, definitely not 50, like more than 50. The known moons are close to 80, that's what we call it, but um, people are still discovering moons as they see it. They are further away and some of them are quite small. So they are kind of 80 moons right now, known moons at least. Let me see if I can improve the focus a little bit. Oh. These are so tiny adjustments, so don't worry about. We don't go out of focus with these adjustments. Yeah, for now, this is the best we could get without losing a lot of details. Oops. So there are 80 moons for Jupiter. Saturn too. Oh, so did you all see the NASA's DART mission? How long will you be streaming tonight? I don't know, not for way too long, but I'm waiting for weather to get a little bit better so we can see a good picture, and everyone gets happy when they see a clear Jupiter, I guess. So, waiting for that. Christine, good evening. Random human being is saying, nice username. Yes, it is towards the east. It is actually rising up as we move through it. So that's what we are. Hey Moon, welcome back. I know you came in yesterday. So let me show you guys that NASA's DART mission. They were pretty excited today, showing that in the live streams. Yeah, I saw it at the very end when it is approaching the. I wanted to make sure I'm showing you correctly. So this is the one that I was watching. So this is the almost at the very end. So they sent this satellite, which is actually going to an asteroid, and actually it crashes into that asteroid. NASA is trying to test if the impact asteroid, and I guess it's bam, it hits the asteroid. I was watching it live at the very end when it was happening, and it was amazing. It's so beautiful. I guess they're testing it in case if, yeah, this is the last thing, like when the asteroid got hit by that satellite, our own man-made satellite. The camera broke, obviously, and supposed to break. If the camera didn't break, it's a failure of the mission. So it's a pretty cool deal. Aren't we supposed to see the moons? Hamel is asking. Um, yeah, I mean, I showed the moons to a couple of people earlier. Let me try zooming out a little bit and show you the moons again one more time. So let me know if you can see it. They should be coming up now. Do you see the moons? I'm actually surprised myself. It shows all the three moons. Do you guys see all the three moons? Do you guys see all the three moons that are there? Let me go. Oh, Darren, thank you so much. Oh, Trishul is saying faint, but I can see them. Yeah, if I give a little bit more boost, you should be able to see all the moons. Can you guys all see the moons? I'll try to make it more exposed. I can see the three moons, yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Hema. Yeah, these are the three moons. I guess this is that Io and Europa and Ganymede. Three moons of Jupiter. Which direction right now, Mila is asking? It is towards the east. They should be up, like basically, it's the brightest star out there that you can see. Oh, Alabama Rail Fanning Productions. Thank you for coming in. East or southeast? Jules Clark is asking. I believe you should be looking east, not northeast, not southeast. But as the night goes on, it goes from east to southeast as it rises up. So you should be able to see from east, and it slowly moves towards southeast and then west, like literally. Can I get an app on the phone? Yes, you can download Stellarium, you can download Google Sky, any of the apps that helps you on the cell phone. Stellarium is good, Google Sky is good. Download free apps. There are so many of them. Stellarium. Thank you. Yeah, so we are looking at 3 moons of Jupiter, folks. And if I reduce the exposure now, the they get more faint, the moons, but you will start seeing the details of Jupiter. Sky Guide is good as well, moon. Thank you. Yes. What's your favorite planet? Well, my favorite planet always is Saturn. If it isn't Saturn, I probably wouldn't be actually buying a telescope. I do like Jupiter a lot, but Saturn is like extremely wonderful planet. And having us seeing the rings of Saturn with our own eyes, I think most people for the first time when they see them, they don't believe it. So it takes a while to realize you're actually seeing the rings yourself. But as you like buy bigger telescopes and have a bigger eyepieces to watch, it becomes a lot more clear that there is a lot more to see out there than what we are seeing here on the earth, right? So, home sweet home, definitely yes. No, we have everything we need. That's the problem, right? So it's like tiny little um, planet, but it gives us what we need to survive. So, oh, Neptune is beautiful, Katie. It's amazing. If we can see the pictures of Neptune, I guess the colors are fantastic. Isn't it like Neptune is the one that the James Webb telescope um, showing rings, right, of the Neptune? Did I ever shot Neptune using a 14? I did. Um, I don't have very good picture, but I'm also getting better like every time I take these pictures. Yeah, what I know now, I didn't even know last year. So I've been improving quite a lot myself on the astronomy. Like this is a hobby. I don't do this full time. So if you ask me, I would probably take a better picture now of Neptune than last year. Is there any more planets would should look for this year? There is a list of events that are happening, that are coming up. So let me run that list by what am I looking next after this, like planets wise, I'm telling you. So October 8, 8 days from now, 7 days from now, planet Mercury will reach like western elongation. So I think that is something to look for. Basically, it is the highest point above the horizon. So like you should see it right up on, particularly in the morning sky. Look for the planet low in the eastern sky just before the sunrise. So that would be one. Mercury is something to look for. It's in the morning time, usually you see it. You generally don't have, Mercury is not visible. There is only limited time that it is away from the sun. Otherwise, sun glare will stop it. But if you do want to see it, this is the best time, like October. Um, and also, you need a clear view towards the horizon on the east side. Without that, it gets difficult to watch Mercury. And on November 9, this is literally 2 months from now, right? Um, we have Uranus coming to the opposition, like similar to Jupiter, the blue-green planet, what we call Uranus. We should be able to take pictures of it in the evening time. That will be fantastic. December 8, like a month from now, a month from that, the Uranus opposition, Mars is coming to the opposition December 8. So, if you ask me what are the two best views that you would look for, would be November 9 Uranus and December 8 Mars. Wonderful opportunities in the night time. You should be able to see, if they are in opposition, it is good. That means the sun is just set in the in the evening time, night time, and slowly as the night gets dark, the planet starts coming up in the east. That's basically uh, quite opposite to the moon, quite opposite to the sun. When they happen, they are called opposition. So if you see them, you have a good view, because over the period of the night, like 11, 12 in the night, they come close to the meridian, right up the head, right up the sky. Like, when you look up, you should be able to see it, and that's when you get a very clear view of the planet. But difficult to see it, but you should be able to see while it is rising up there. So those two ones, I would say, December 8, Mars, and November 9 is Uranus. These two are pretty good deal. Katie, I hope I answered your question. going to see if I can focus again one more time. Oh, this is beautiful. It showed a little bit and then it's gone. Yeah, it's coming and going, folks. So basically, can I see Jupiter in California? Daniel is asking. Yes, you should be able to see. Look towards east. I mean, basically, we are saying um, it's going to be quite a good view that you are going to see. Through that atmospheric turbulence, you should see the details of Jupiter. You see that and they go away. You see that and they go away. That's because it's in focus, but atmosphere is stopping it. Corey is saying so many clouds. I'm sorry about that. That's pretty much is for a lot of people. OPPO is saying, why when I look at with my telescope, it is a big white clear circle. More than likely, you're seeing that because you don't use any filters. You're seeing bright Jupiter, that's it. So try to put like a red filter, or maybe if you have nothing, put cooling glasses. Like your sunglasses, put there and see it. You should see Jupiter bands, OP. That is the cheapest way and fastest way to do it. Run inside the home, get your shades, sunglasses, put it on it and see. Can we see it without telescope? Um, yes, you should be able to, but all you are seeing is a bright star. Is it visible in Edmonton? Bat Goat is asking. Yes. Scott, thank you. Have a good night. I'm in Arizona. Where can you see it? Dorian, look towards east. Basically, you are seeing a bright star. Fascinating experience. Just the star itself. It's extremely bright. It's Jupiter. It's not star. Oh, from Brunswick, Canada, you can see the moons. Congratulations. Yeah, thank you. You must be having clear night there. Dark night. Oh, what was October 8? October 8, I think Mercury TJ is going into elongation. So Mercury has we only get like one opportunity for Mercury, like 1 month. TJ, that's for the Mercury. It's not much. I did that before. It shows like a gray kind of a ball. Um, I didn't see anything there. And on top of it, the scary part is sun is coming up right back. So you are like scared to even look towards. So it's better to put it in the camera on the telescope and try to take pictures. Don't look at it. Mercury is quite dangerous to see it because sun is right there. So don't ever try Mercury with unless you are very, very experienced. It's tragic for your eyes, so don't do it. Jared is asking, can anyone see it from Oregon? Yes. Thank you, Ray. Oh, KK is saying thank you for the planet calendar. Yeah, I'm kind of aiming for those two. More than Mercury, I'm aiming for um, Uranus and Mars oppositions. Like those are the two big. Maybe we can show Mercury live in the morning, but I don't know if there is anybody interested to see early in the morning. So we'll see. Oh, Lori is asking, when will we look at the pillars of creation again? I will actually show you, Lori, the pillars of creation, um, like live maybe next year, live next year, because it does take time. John, thank you so much. John Rob, thank you. Can I see it from Arizona? Like Arizona? Yes, Dino, for sure. Alejandro is saying, greetings from Alma telescope. Excellent image. Thank you. If you are seeing its excellent image in Chile, then our scopes are showing better data. Chile, I know, is a beautiful sky over there. So, can we check out any visible comets? John Rob is asking. Yes, there is a comet that I'm eyeing on right now. I did take pictures of that comet before. Let me tell you what it is. Hold on. So the comet that I'm tracking is called Comet C 2022 E3 ZTF, and I took a picture of it. It was like a small green dot, but now it has a big tail. Some somebody took a picture of it. I love it. So I'm going to try to go towards that comet soon. I'm working on it. When this planet excitement goes away, then my next target is that comet. Thanks for asking that question. Vancouver, Canada. Yeah, definitely you should be able to see. Yes. Oh, where is the Mars? It is coming to the opposition in December. So right now it is like, I guess, still out there, like on the other side of the Earth, right? Whenever you're looking. So in the night time, for you to see it, I think we need to wait for a month or two, and then it slowly raises up. It is coming up in the morning time or late night or early morning time right now, Mars. You should see that it's already red color, so it's actually getting beautiful details. So let me move the. I think weather is calming down, folks, so it's giving beautiful views now. I'll start taking live stack. I'm taking a small video. I think it's getting stable now. So I'm taking like a 2 minutes exposure here. So I'm taking 2 minutes exposure. I'll live stack to you and show you how easy it is to actually see a good view of the planet. Los Angeles, you should be able to see it. Ingrid is asking. Oh, Hurricane Fiona passed a few days ago. Yeah, I heard about it. They're trying to like close down some of the oil rigs. I read it on the news. I hope everything is okay. Where can I see it in Phoenix, Arizona? Same reply. It's basically look towards east in the evening time, like night time. I'm catching up on these comments. Sorry, I was doing something else, looks like. Oh, salute from Texas. Hello, Texas. I'm in Texas too, like not too far from you. I'm in southwest Austin in Dripping Springs. Can you see it from Central America? I think so. You should be able to see it. Depends on the time where you are right now. So you've been putting in some time. Matthew is saying, yeah, I love watching that so many details of the planet. It is like once in 59 years or whatever. So can you see it from LA? Yes. Oh, greetings from New Orleans. Shermishia. Thank you. I hope I said your name right. Yes. Gamer is asking, is that Jupiter moons? Answer is yes. Can we see in Edmonton? Yes. Sky is asking, where can I see it in New Jersey? The same answer, Sky. It's on the east side right now. Can you see the four major moons? I can see three, but I have to zoom out if I wanted to see all four. I don't know if this sensor is big enough to show all four because I'm very close. Alright, so I think I replied to most of the answers. I'm going to stack the picture that I got. So I'm using this thing called, what is it? Fire capture. Not fire capture. The auto stacker. This is the name of a software. I downloaded it. It's free software, and I'm going into today's data. So it's 11 p.m. So this is basically the, if you can see it, let me change my view. Okay, and I will turn off the. Okay, so this is basically the auto staggered, and I opened the video file, 2 minutes video file here. You can pause the video later and you can see the settings and you can copy it. So I just copy these settings. You don't need to worry. Right now I'm going to stack, 50. Generally is good enough. You can do 75 as well, but 50 is more than enough for these details. And on the right side, I'm putting here a 16. I'm going to place the AP grid on it and stack. So this will take a couple of minutes, and once it stacks, you should have a good view of like a stacked image. It takes basically 4 to 5,000 frames in the 2 minutes, right? And it takes those frames, take 50% of the frames, good frames, and stack them automatically. So it gives you a pretty good picture of Jupiter, any planet for that matter. You take a shot, it's called lucky imaging. So people do that quite a lot. So let's see if this is done. Still doing it. Oh, you never saw planets, moons before? Gamer is saying, yeah, I didn't see it before I got the telescope. Oh, Shermicia, thank you. Yeah, I was a little worried. You can say it many ways. So, greetings from Mexico. Daniel, how are you doing? Can you show three of them? Praj is asking. Three of the moons that you wanted to see? Yes, definitely. So let me go back. Let me zoom out a little bit. Oh God, that's not what I was expecting. Okay. You're seeing two of the moons right now. I'm trying to see if I can show you the three moons. So Praj, this is basically you're seeing the three moons right now. I hope you're seeing that in the stream. Right. Can you see that in Kentucky? Yes, definitely. Yeah, TJ, you are right. Basically, you said it right. You will see just a bright star if you are just looking without a telescope. Oh, beautiful stack photo. Let me try to stack, see where it is doing. Lori, so I just completed the stack. So let me open this stacked photo. in another program called Registacks. So if you want to see where is the stacked picture, so I copied, the data is copied to wherever we put the file. It came from today's date. So it creates a new folder called ASP50 because we asked for a 50% of the frames. So this is the stacked picture. So if you are seeing it, so this is the stacked picture, but if you take this picture and open this in like another program called Registacks, so you can also copy these settings. So I'm going to change this to, so it automatically changed. It gave us a better picture, and you can save the picture. I'm just making it simple. You can pause the video and copy these settings. So I put it on 26 capture AP50, the PNG file. So let's go back there. So this is the stacked picture, folks. This is just a 2 minutes exposure. This is just now we took a picture of it. You can make it a lot more prettier in other software like Photoshop. You can increase the color. I mean, you know, like we take selfies and make it better. So likewise, you can make this lot more sharp if you wanted to, much more sharper than what you are seeing. You can also increase the colors, but that's the that's a pretty good image. So folks, coming back here to the, oh, beautiful stack. Yes, thank you, Lori. How much does the telescope cost? EK is asking. Um, you can buy a brand new car with the kind of telescopes that we are using now, but it takes a while to get there. I did started with a $100 telescope and ended up buying a telescope that's worth a brand new car. So that's called addiction. Martin, oh, thank you for joining, Martin. I haven't seen you in a while. I was commenting on your profile picture. Looks like you changed it, right? Oh, BA is saying, awesome. Thank you for coming here. The moons are beautiful, yes. Can you see it in Georgia? Matteo is asking, yes. Where are the moons? I am showing the moons. There are 3 of them here right now. If you want to see more than 3 moons, I guess, let me zoom out. Maybe I'll try. I increase the brightness a lot more. Um, I don't know if I can see more than 2 moons tonight. I mean, more than 3 with this camera. If I have a much bigger sensor, I can actually see it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Folks, we are getting used to this amazing views of Jupiter, and this is not normal. You don't see these many details of Jupiter all the time. I think we are getting spoiled. This is amazing. Oh, thank you, Glory. Thank you, TJ. May, yes, that's so expensive. That's basically, I called it addiction, right? So, yeah, this astronomy hobby is like, whatever, cars hobby or golf or whatever you can think of. All of them are like same kind. I think we lost the clarity a little bit. Let me see. All right, we got some beautiful views, folks. So, oh, we are spoiling you. Yes, Lori, that is correct. How is weather in Philippines? Martin is asking. Hey, Martin, good to hear from you. I'm missing some messages, folks. Sorry. Oh, in Philippines it's raining. Yeah, it's beautiful weather for for plants. Yes. So, folks, anything? Yeah, May. That's how the hobby goes. So, yeah, the weather is getting not comfortable. Like basically, you can see it's going off the focus. I believe it's not coming as stable as I'm expecting. So, oh, YouTuber is. Can you see that with your naked eyes? Yes, you can, but it looks like a star. That's pretty much it, like a bright star. So, folks, I'm asking, should I end the stream here or should I go into the music mode? And I can keep it on for a while. I don't need to be on. Oh, Laisha, salute to you. Oh, Chuck is here. Chuck, you should get some sleep. It's what, 12:20 for you. You must have already slept and woke up, I think. Folks, Chuck did a live stream today. Amazing. He did this NASA live stream. I had a long day. Yes. You must be partying. Trust me on that. Like, you must be partying right now. You should have people around your house, and the entire street is at your house. And I believe you're giving them free beer, I guess. Uh, will when will it get closer on empty time? I mean, Brian, I don't think it matters that much from a time zone standpoint. Um, I mean, the views are incredible for the next. Oh, then you did a. Oh my God, I was thinking about it to do that, to do a shot on that. Yes. Y- Yeah, check the views are good, but not as good as it was the last night and the night before. It is actually much better than like normal days. That's definitely. We are spoiled, so we are going for perfection. Which moons are visible? Jesse is asking. I think the moons that are visible now are that Io, Europa, and Ganymede. Those three moons are visible right now. I was typing for the last 2 nights saying the same thing, look towards east. So I thought of turning on the camera and telling the same thing on the video and audio. So the great red spot, Chuck, unfortunately is on the other side of the moon, and it only moved away from us like 9 in the evening, so it won't show up until early in the morning. So we have to wait at least a couple of more hours minimum, even to see a little bit to the right. So unfortunately, the great red spot was visible last night and the night before, but tonight it is actually coming early in the morning. Yeah, this is amazing views, folks. So we don't get to see these many details. So I'll be going into the music mode for a few more minutes if you people wanted to see it, and then I will end the stream if you guys don't mind. Oops. Jupiter has 79 moons. No, they have 80 moons. Now then, there is one more moon added recently. Isn't it the bright star that you see in the sky? Yes. Currently, it is the bright star that you see in the sky. Reduce the music volume so I can talk. It's like ringing in my ears. if you have a Samsung 22 Ultra, you don't need you don't need a telescope. Yeah, then I use the cell phone for astrophotography as well. So if your cell phone gives you the night mode, um, where is my cell phone? If I can show you, I don't know how I can show you. Can I? Yeah, I'm on the camera, so you see that. Well, damn, this screen share is stopping it. But anyway, if you do have a cell phone, go into your camera of your cell phone. In the options, there should be something like a night mode. And if you hold the phone steady and use the night mode, by default, it goes to like 1 second, 2 seconds exposure, right? And it gives you really good view of um, whatever you are taking pictures, stars and all. But for Jupiter, if you use the night mode, it just becomes very, very bright. So if you want to take picture of Jupiter using your cell phone, uh, there is something called like I'm using uh, Note 20 or Note 22, whatever this note is. Let me see. Yeah, I'm using Note 20 and any new phone, I guess. If you go into the pro mode, professional mode of your camera, you should be able to control the exposure time. So increase the gain and reduce the exposure time, um, and you should be able to get it. If not, just play around with it. You should be able to get Jupiter bands using the cell phone. Um, it's actually a good video to make. I don't have time, but I think those are the kind of videos that you get a lot of views. Oh, you wanted to hear to the music? Yeah, I'll keep it on for some time and then I'll stay off the video and stay off the audio.
you.